Hiya Tom, lovely to see you up at the range again the other day and do some further work on your game. Quick recap as promised of the key points that we covered. When we look at it from down the line, it all just looks a little bit shifted to the right. The shots that you're hitting are not bad, but you are leaving yourself open to hitting the odd push and the odd one a little bit heavy due to the way that you're swinging the club, particularly on the way back at the moment. So you can see there the right leg straightening, hips are trying to turn, position at the top of the backswing, much more appropriate than it used to be, not as far across the line, etc. However, as we're coming into the golf ball, we're a little bit underneath plane, shoulders a little bit too shut off at that point, shoulders should be squaring up nicely at P6, shaft of the club too much behind the hands, and the right knee over flexing a little bit. And one of the reasons for that is that, remember, the active extension is the whole unit. It's from the ankle, the knee, the pelvis, the thoracic. And we talked about how you can only extend your spine so much. What you've got to try and do is extend your hips as well. And in this instance, from face on, you can see that the hip flex is being maintained. And we know that because the hips are quite level at that point, and we've moved off the golf ball. So all we've asked you to do at this point is feel like the hips or the pelvis is going to extend. So in other words, this right hip is going to work up as well as turning. You can see as you do that, you don't move off the golf ball. The right hip now is higher than the left, which is a nice checkpoint. The degree of shoulder turn that you've made has increased. The amount the butt of the club has travelled has increased. And more importantly, the centre of the shoulder turn is fixed as opposed to moving off the ball slightly. So maintaining the forward bend a little bit too much because you're not extending in the pelvic area as opposed to the spine. So no matter how hard you try to extend the spine, you've got to let that pelvis go as well. So feeling that that right hip is working up and keep stretching that spine off is the way forward for you in regards to your backswing. Now in regards to your pitching, the thing we talked about briefly was the fact that the odd shank is coming in now. The takeaway is pretty good, but accumulator 3, the back of the left hand, does absolutely nothing during the course of this backswing. So there's going to be no loading of accumulator 3 during the backswing from here. Doesn't load, doesn't load, doesn't load, doesn't load. Shaft sets very steep, and from there now we've got to shallow it out in the downswing. As we shallow it out in the downswing, the arms move away from us too much. So we've got the arms moving away, the club face opening up, and there you go, right at the neck of the golf club. So the thing we've suggested you do is that you make some swings using just your left hand. Using just the left hand will encourage you to use the left arm in a little bit more of an appropriate manner. Keeping the shaft working in on plane more. Setting the shaft much less steep. At that point. And then allowing you to swing down without a manipulation of the golf club. You can see there you got that one at the toe end because you're so used to the damn thing moving away from you. The arm now is much more underneath you as you're coming into delivery. Not as much out in front. So arms underneath rather than arms out. Good luck with it, and I look forward to working with you again in a few weeks' time. Well done.